Bottom left, here's Hippo. Right, Dice. Keeper. Ancient War at the Expo. Very standard on Autumn Leaves. And Archmage for Hippo. I would love to see the Sock approach from Hippo. I've just been such a fan of this ever since I saw it. I literally saw one game where Sock did this particular style, and I was like, wow, is there any way to beat that? But maybe I just have a completely wrong interpretation of this matchup on Autumn Leaves. I'll talk about it more if Hippo does anything approaching that style. Maybe he does something totally different. All it took was one game of Sock. I was it like versus Colorful or Moon or something, and he just destroyed them on this map. These spawns too, and I was like, that's just the way you play this map in this matchup. Let's see what Hippo does. Let's see. And we'll talk about it if he does that. Nicely moving the water elemental. Of course, the keeper would get level 2 if he got that detonate on the water elemental, which could be a very big deal. They meet in the middle. Yeah, Hippo doing this quite well so far. Get a couple more auto attacks on that keeper. No, he was trying to block. Yeah, nice attention to detail from Hippo so far. He can attack this tree. Oh, never mind. Oh, Hippo. All right. He gets the surround. Doesn't lose a peasant. I mean, do I need to say this was perfect from Hippo? Do I need to say that? Would that be patronizing to you guys to tell you that this is perfect? I don't need to say that. It was perfect.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it would be patronizing to also say to you guys that Dice made some mistakes there. But hey, you know. Equipment? Oh, almost. Lots of attack. This is an odd choice to go for this, but it obviously would be level 2, which is why he's committing so hard, but he's going to lose 2 footmen for this. I would assume 350 TP is worth not giving the XP. Absolutely in this position, because it would have given like level 2.2 to the Archmage, and then Hippo could have even just crept to level 3 and, you know, had no need to do anything else on the map. And then Dice would have been in some real trouble, because he could have scouted. Hippo could have scouted with 1 footman after killing the keeper, made sure there was no expansion here, and then just crept, and then destroyed him, like, you know, a minute and a half later. Love the Merc pull that we're seeing or have already seen. Okay, there we go. Now he's pulling them. Love this play on this map.
Player's forces are under attack.
How funny would it be if Dice had this awful early game, picks up double mercs, and just wins the game right here? He's almost here too. He's gonna have probably a Naga soon. We have to see Militia Call, then we do very early. Water Elemental obviously not spawned yet in the face of the Priest. This round wouldn't have lasted because the militia would have ran out. This militia should go back home. Is Hippo aware of these Shadow Melded Archers? There's the Panda for Dice. So not a Naga, not over aggressive. Just aggressive enough. Not as though a level 1 Panda is bad or anything. Not as good as level 1 Naga. Militia has to be called again. Hippo doesn't have a ton of lumber. And completely ignore everything I said about Sock in the early game, because that only works if Dice actually goes for a counter expansion, which he's not. He's just playing very aggressive. And it's obviously working. tier 2 is not minutes, but seconds away now for Hippo. Probably about 40 seconds away. And he can get his own. Hey, thank you for the €1 donation. Hey, Carson, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for putting the message in the donation name. I'm doing great. Thank you for the €1. I appreciate you. He's been summoned. Hippo almost tier 2, but he's literally back into a corner. Panda's out of mana, though. And will he die? This could be a deny from Dise, and it is. Nicely done. And behind this, we have a Tree of Life coming up. But not before Dise knows he's in a pretty strong position. Does he expand himself? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's enough duration to kill this panda. Okay. He finally turns around. He just runs into the creeps. Yeah, he's like so low that it would be impossible to heal him up. Is there a shop up? Two Sanctums coming up. We're at the point where like you might just want to wait for priests.
The player's forces are under attack.
And the panda's back. Just so much pressure. This footman not healthy enough to do anything. Those pandas back. Those got a lot of gold. And he's going to be able to spend it soon. He's got enough lumber to get what he needs out of those Sanctums. Blacksmith on the way as well for some riflemen. I do want to check Dice's expansion when I have a second, just to see. Yeah. It'll be saturated in 30 seconds. We'll keep an eye on it. Make sure that he gets it saturated. Tier 3 on the way as well for Dise. Panda nearly has another breath, but it can't hit the Dryads, obviously. It is so low. But there's priests on the way for Hippo. Damroll, thank you for the 26 months just in time for the ads to be rolling. You won't get them anymore, but I appreciate you. Appreciate the just over 2 years, my friend. Okay, gold mine not saturated yet. Panda. Both pandas, in fact. This panda's very, very tanky. Priest heal is so good. 25 every heal. And that's what, 1.8 seconds or something like that? That's, you know, 100 HP in less than 10 seconds. Priest healing is very good. Very, very good. Does Hippo hold? Look at the lumber. That's the issue, though. And the fact that there is this gold mine that's going to be saturated and that tier 3 is going to be done. That is really the problem. Pandas 3. Yeah, the problems are stacking up for Hippo, unfortunately. If he could spend this gold and macro into a 70 supply army very, very soon, yes, maybe he would have a chance, but there's so many disadvantages now that are mounting. At least he stopped this creep. The cost of a rifle, though.
The player's forces are under attack.
This last hit with the breath there. And now Dise is going to be the one with the bank. Shredder? Is it Shredder time? He's got the supply for it. He's about to have the lumber for it. He's got so many lumber peasants on top, though. He's going to end up with an unnecessary amount of lumber. So maybe he's just going to roll with it for the time being. Farms were forgotten, but one will be enough for now. They normally go Panda versus Dryas. It's normally go Panda on this map. pretty much the only map that human goes panda second. Because there tends to be, as we've seen already, a lot of fights around this point on the map, which is very, very close to the tavern. And there tends to be a decent number of archers and mercenaries and treants, a lot of things that all are affected by breath, so it just is a good map to sort of hold with a panda. And obviously, you go Naga a lot of the times to counter a Demon Hunter, but this map, Night Elf players play Keeper a lot, again, to be aggressive towards the expansion because it's such a short rush distance, etc., etc. So Panda just tends to be good immediately at tier 2 against what the Night Elf has. There's also another reason why Panda could be really, really good, but that's a different type of game. That would be my reasoning for it, at least. Nice dispel, but still a ton of damage taken. 64 against 64, not an impossible fight for Hippo. Of course, he's down attack and he's down hero levels. Love that Dise didn't forget Wellspring, by the way. Or Ultravision. Or Mark of the Claw. Easy to overlook at least one of those, but he didn't overlook any of them. Okay, Breaker's on their way. Breaker's very, very important. Mark of the Claw, very, very important, by the way, to counter the Breakers, because so your bears don't have a ton of mana all the time. Because if your bears are all full mana against a big wall of Breakers, Breakers are actually kind of better than bears in that situation. Maybe even not kind of, maybe just literally. We have heal scrolls. We have double heal scroll. Ooh, wisps. These are big detonates coming in. Jesus. Doesn't get better than that, does it? Level 4 Panda. One of the wind being used. One of 2 heal scrolls being used. Dise has one himself as well, but obviously it's going to be less impactful. Wait a second. Hippo is owning? Panda's now level 3. Rejuve not yet stolen. Bear is staffed out with Rejuve over top. Ancient of Wind on the way. Might be too late. 72 against 55. Hippo's just winning the game? Let's see. Dise. Not much of a bank behind him. Might be losing the tree. Can't repair because of the Breath of Fire. This tree's dead, and Hippo could just Town Portal out. He doesn't need to keep fighting. Especially without heal scrolls. It might even be bad for him to keep fighting. Because he's never going to trade effectively when there's staff. Like, he's already lost 2 riflemen and a priest, and he's only killed a dryad. He should TP out. Maybe not even TP. But, he should TP out. He's lost so much. I think he's lost 5 or 6 units. Yeah, now 6 units, and he's killed a bear and a dryad. And Dise can do this all day with Entangle, Breath of Fire, Rejuve, Staff. He's going to keep going forward. This is how Hippo could lose the game. He's going to counterattack. Because I think back and getting heal scrolls and then re-pushing would be the way to do it. But hey, this might just work too. Especially when you get 3 free bears. That always helps. Expansion has been slowed down for now. Keeper comes back in. But the thing, no heal scrolls. No heal scrolls. Keeper will be able to staff out that panda. But Dise is going to leave the game. And Hippo does make it work. It was a little scary when he started losing a bunch of units to breath, but hey, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. 1-0 for Hippo in an unlikely game. I mean, obviously he had the perfect super early game, but then after that, the double Merc pressure was kind of owning him. But he consolidated, played it cool, won the game. He's up 1-0. Oh, what did I just open? Oh my god. I opened the feedback hub for Windows. That is a weird hotkey that I didn't know existed. And now Twisted Meadows is going to be game 2. Open gate to hell? Yeah, exactly. Alright, we're loading. And WSB is now playing Leon in the other quarterfinal. I would love to see that because Orc vs. Human is such a great matchup. But after this, we might be able to jump into Kevin versus either Sheik or Lix, depending on how the timing works out. I'm going to jump into game 2 in a second. What's up, Jarasco? How you doing? How you doing? Alright. Twisted Meadows. And I'm already excited for this because of what I'm seeing. I'm going to show you guys what I'm seeing right now. Here we go. Game 2, Hippo up 1-0. In the upper left, playing Mountain King. Hippo in the bottom right, playing Warden. This dice. And the...
A player's forces
What do we even call this? Who started this? Who started this? I almost want to call it like the TH farm, even though people are doing it way before TH started playing. Or before TH was known as a player. But it's just old school, you know? It's super old school. Scout farm. We need to credit a player with this, though. Yumiko? I don't know if it was Yumiko that started it. I don't think it was Sky either. Who did it? Who did it first? If Todd was still in the chat, he would know 100% who started doing this. Hashtag fixed farms, hell yeah. Also, no, Dice crept this interestingly. Like, you don't often see the pull into the archer going back here and immediately buying the priest. That is that's kind of a cool way to do it. Very, very efficient. Because you get the damage from the priest right away, your archer's in a nice position. But this is a tower rush? This is a he dodged the bolt with a TP. He's tower rushing? With a Mountain King. And you know what? Scroll the Beast is not a good item to have here. It is not a good item to have here at all. But the Priest is very, very nice to have. Just for the piercing damage to cancel the towers, but also obviously to heal up this Warden.
The town is under siege.
Okay, there's 2 archers out. I think Bolt better used to actually kill some of these archers. So that the towers can't be canceled as easily. He's probably going to bolt the Warden, but I think he should be bolting maybe even the Priest. Nicely microed so far from Dice. He's always keeping units nearby the Moonwell, so if they do get bolted, he can just keep them alive. He's never running them out of range. Now he bolts the Priest, but note, right next to the Moonwells. And yeah, this is going game 3. GG. I respect the attempt. I respect the attempt. I always respect the attempt at a tower rush. 1-1.